It begins with a light, a single focused beam in the vast darkness of your own self-doubt. Her praise
feels like warmth, like discovery. She sees something in you that no one else has, that even you didn't know existed.
You're brilliant, she says. The words are not just spoken, they are etched into the architecture of your mind. You stand taller. The world, once a maze of grey corridors, now seems like a kingdom waiting for its king. This is the first stage, the construction. She is building you a pedestal. But look closer at the material. It's not marble, it's glass. It's spun sugar, it's frozen breath. She elevates you to a place of incredible height, a place where the air is thin, and the only thing you can hear is her voice, echoing from below. This isn't a gift, it's a strategy, a psychological siege. This is the idealization phase. In this phase, she mirrors your deepest desires. She becomes the perfect audience for the man you wish you were. She studies your insecurities, not to heal them, but to learn the precise architecture of your ego. She learns where to place the pillars of praise for maximum height and minimal stability. You become addicted, not to her, but to the reflection of yourself you see in her eyes. Her validation is a drug. The highs are euphoric, celestial. You feel invincible. And then the shift. It's subtle at first. A gust of wind at a great height. You're sharing a success, a moment of triumph, fueled by the confidence she gave you. And she says, "That's nice. A bit unrefined, don't you think? But a good effort." Effort. The word is a small, precise tap on the glass pedestal. Suddenly the air is cold, the height is terrifying. Her voice is the only thing that's real, and it just judged you. This is the devaluation. It's the calculated demolition of the ego she so carefully constructed. Why does she do this? It's not cruelty for its own sake, it is about control. A man on a pedestal is unstable. He is dependent on the person who put him there to keep him from falling. Her praise created the high, her criticism creates the fall. And in that fall, who do you reach for? Her. The architect of your pain becomes your only perceived savior. This cycle of idealization and devaluation is called intermittent reinforcement. It's the same principle that makes gambling so addictive. You never know if you'll get the reward, praise, or the punishment, criticism. So you keep playing, you keep trying to please her. You start to self-sabotage. You become afraid of success because success is what precedes the fall. Her voice becomes your inner critic, unrefined. Good effort. You hear her words even when she's not there. It's a form of cognitive dissonance. Your mind can't reconcile the goddess who builds you up with the demon who tears you down. So, your brain makes a choice. It decides the demon isn't real. The cruelty must be your fault. I must not have been brilliant enough. I must have disappointed her. I need to try harder. This is the trap. You are now policing yourself. You are her agent in your own destruction. Let's call him the marionette. He was a musician, crafting melodies from silence and shadow. She, the weaver, found him. "Your music," she whispered. "It's the sound of a soul. It's a gift." She built his pedestal out of concert halls and standing ovations, all of them promised, all of them in the future. He composed his masterpiece, a symphony born from her belief in him. He was ready to present it. He played her a single, perfect passage, the heart of his work. He looked at her, waiting for the light. "The technique is impressive," she said, her voice flat, "but it lacks true pain. It's the work of a boy, not an artist." Crack, the first fissure in the glass concert hall. He was devastated. He tore the symphony apart, trying to find the true pain she spoke of. She was there to help, of course, to guide his hand, to shape his pain into a form that pleased her. His music was no longer his. It was a monument to her influence, to her definition of art. He had become the perfect pained artist, and he was completely, utterly broken. The transformation, the escape. How does the story end? It begins with a question, a dangerous, forbidden question. What if she's wrong? The moment you ask that, the illusion shatters. The truth is a cold key in a lock you never knew existed. You see the cycle, the pattern, the blueprint. You realize the pedestal wasn't for you to stand on, it was for you to fall from. Her praise was never about your strength. It was about your weakness. It was the sweet poison that made you dependent on her for the antidote. The only way to win the game is to stop playing, to walk away from the chessboard. You must learn to build your own foundation, not a pedestal of glass but ground made of solid earth. It is the slow, unglamorous work of self-validation. It's whispering to yourself, "That was good," and believing it without an audience. It is the understanding that your worth is not a performance. It is a constant. Her praise was a gilded cage. She gave you wings made of wax and dared you to fly towards her sun. Do not mistake the architect of your cage for the key. The key was always inside you. It was the question you were afraid to ask.